Hi, I'm Angelica.
I'm Britney.
And I'm Nicole.
And we're here to tell you all about the Chicago World's Fair and give you every little piece of information you would need to agree with us that this is the grandest World's Fair our nation has ever seen. On the opening day of the Columbian Exposition, we celebrated 400 years since the New World was discovered by Christopher Columbus. For nearly 26 months beginning in 1889, architects from all over the United States, and even some from around the world, have been working on making this World's Fair bigger and better than anything anyone could have ever imagined. On May 1st, 1893, thousands of local Chicago people, including us three, gathered in the heart of Jackson Park to celebrate the first step to the beginning of our future. Now fast forward to October, we are in our final days of celebration and the end of the greatest World's Fair anyone has ever seen. To start off this presentation, we're going to take you on a tour around the grounds of the Chicago World's Fair with three very special guests coming from the same wealthy family. A married woman named Irene, a single young woman named Lily, and an elderly widow named Gladys. Take it away, ladies.
Thank you, Angelica, Britney, and Nicole. As we walk you around the Jackson Park Fairgrounds, we are going to inform you on the most relative buildings to women and the way they have sculpted the future for women as a whole. We will take you to 4 exhibits and point out the most important impacts they will have on female fashion, jewelry, thoughts, opinions, freedom, and independence in the future.
First up, we take a look at the Tiffany Pavilion. In the Tiffany exhibit located in the Manufacturers and Liberal Arts Building, you can see many different entries. This exhibit featured exquisite jewelry of all kinds and many pieces made from home display. Other pieces included within this exhibit are a silver-encrusted toilet, fans, matchboxes, mirrors, belts, canes and cases, snuff boxes, umbrellas, whips, and many others. This exhibit is such a hit that people have came from all over America and some have even come from abroad. People have even had some of these beautiful pieces featured in their homes, including Andrew Carnegie. Hopefully in the future, the jewelry, glassworks, mosaics, and chandeliers will be as beautiful as they are right now, with maybe just a few more diamonds.
Next, we move on to one of our favorite exhibits, the Women's Building. In the Women's Building, you can see an array of creations made by women. The best part about it, these pieces are from all around the world. Bertha Palmer, the main designer and creator of the Women's Building, had women from many different countries send pieces such as art, columns, and even furniture to her so she could display them.
The most influential of women led the Women's Building, and while I attended the exhibit, I felt many emotions, but the one thing I felt the most was the feeling of inspiration. I felt inspired by the amazing women that have put so much time into this exhibit and the way they persevered and made their creations, even though people questioned whether or not work of women should be known in conjunction with the work of. This makes me wonder what effects women will have on America's future.
Being a single woman is very difficult in this day and age. I am constantly being ridiculed for not being married, which only makes me hope more for the women of the future so they can be more independent and not have to rely on the success of a man. I wish for women of the future to be able to do what they want, when they want, purchase items of their choice, and be treated the same.
Moving on to my personal favorite, we now take you to the perfume fountains in the Manufacturers and Arts Building. Brought to the fair by French perfumers, the building has a large fountain that moves down to smaller fountains that spray a new perfume scent every day. Folks from all over would come and smell the perfume and were very welcome and highly encouraged to dip their handkerchiefs in the fountains. That acted almost like a small sample, and the best part about it, it was free. Being a widow, this is my favorite exhibit because it reminds me of my favorite part of the week when I would put on my favorite perfume and go on dates with my Walter. He would have loved this exhibit. He always enjoyed picking out my newest perfume, and I wouldn't doubt he would be trying to buy every scent in the building.
Next, we move on to the most peaceful exhibit at the fair, the Wooded Island, also known as the Palace of Fine Arts. The Wooded Island featured Japanese architecture from the 12th, 16th, and 18th centuries. This exhibit is the most quiet place at the fair, and it certainly is the most relaxing. On the inside were entered history scrolls, vases, decorative screens, writing materials, and musical instruments. The most beautiful and fascinating entries were the lanterns made of paper and even of stone. The Wooded Island also introduced millions of Americans to the culture of the Japanese, which everyone enjoyed. Many people will come to this part of the fair when they feel they have been around too many people and just need a break. Or they will come here when they feel everything is too fast-paced and stressful and will enjoy a nice cup of hot tea. Outside of this building, you can see a beautiful moon bridge leading you near the entrance of the building. Different greenery including beautiful flowers, a cascading waterfall, stone walkway, cherry trees, rock formations, and stone lanterns. It was the most splendid place for couples. There was something very romantic about it. Oliver and I really enjoyed the time we spent together. I mainly enjoyed the fact that I knew he wouldn't be out with those belly dancing hussies.
If I hadn't already purchased so many items at the Tiffany exhibit, I would have bought some tea and paper lanterns for Lily and myself.
And if I had already spent some of my husband's money for him on pocketbooks, pen holders, belts, and snuff boxes at the Tiffany exhibit, then I definitely also would buy myself some tea and paper lanterns from the Wooded Island, and maybe even more snuff boxes for myself. But, quite frankly, the world isn't so accepting of that since I am a woman. Hopefully in the future, the world will see women as an equivalent to men.
I'm a big fan of the reform dress that, thanks to the Columbian Exposition, means looser corsets. My old age makes wearing those tight and heavy dresses very uncomfortable. I'm curious what the fashion of later centuries will consist of. Maybe someday I will be able to wear pants.
I would love to be able to wear pants also, but I'm not sure if that will aid in finding me a husband. I apologize, but Irene, Gladys, and I are going to need to depart. Angelica, Nicole, and Britney, I am glad you gave us the opportunity to share our amazing experience.
Thank you so much, Irene, Gladys, and Lily. We really appreciate you sharing your experience of the Chicago World's Fair of 1893.